Despite coming into the league undrafted and telling the Detroit Pistons not to draft him so he can sign with the Lakers, Austin Reaves has carved himself not only a role in the NBA, but he has been playing like a third star on this Lakers squad. This season, he has upped his averages and he has been extremely efficient doing so, even when Luka or LeBron is not on the floor with him, and even when Anthony Davis wasn't on the floor with him, he's been able to play at a high level, and we've seen that a couple times this season. Against the Pacers, he had a career-high 45 points, and then he had 37 points against the Nuggets a few weeks ago, and almost had a 37-point triple-double in that game. If you take a look at his averages right here, this is as of March 19th, 2025. Austin Reaves is averaging almost 20 points per game at 19.6, 4.5 rebounds per game, which is pretty good rebounding for a guard, and 6 assists, which is really good as well, paired next to Luka and LeBron. 44.6% from the field, 36.6% from 3, and an incredible 87.2% from the line. But since the Luka Doncic trade, his numbers have been amazing at 22.8 points per game, 5.3 rebounds per game, and 5.9 assists. I didn't update that after the last game they just had. So he might be averaging about 23 points per game and 6 assists, which is just phenomenal. He's had 14 games of 25 plus points, 6 games of 30 plus points. And like I said earlier, career high of 45 points against the Pacers and an impressive 8 games of 10 or more assists, including a career high against Sacramento with 16 assists. If you look at his shot chart since that Luka Doncic trade, it's been pretty apparent that he's still staying on the perimeter and living in the paint, and not just being a catch and shoot guy, but he's definitely provided that for Luka. And when you have Luka and LeBron always getting into the paint and drawing more than one defender and a ton of attention, and with the lob threat that Jackson Hayes has become, the outside shot is going to be more than available for Austin Reaves, and he's been able to cash out on those, shooting a pretty good percentage at 42% on catch and shoot threes in the past 15 games, which has been a huge help to Luka and the Lakers offense. Here in these clips, you're about to see how Austin Reaves has been able to space the floor with Luka Doncic. Just an incredible behind the back pass, behind the head pass to Austin Reaves, but he's always in the right spot, it seems like, offensively, and especially when he's playing with Luka. We know he's had a ton of chemistry with LeBron, but with Luka, he has fit almost effortlessly into this new addition of having one of the best players in the league and one of the best passers we've ever seen. I think he's the second best passer in the league, maybe best, tied with Jokic, but those two guys are just incredible passers, and Reaves has been able to fit perfectly. He's always staying on the wings, being shot ready, always has his hands up. This shot right here, a little bit of luck, not gonna lie, he banks it in, but still rotating around the perimeter, trying to find open space with Luka. Now with LeBron, he's been able to do the same thing the whole season, and really the past 2 seasons. A bit of a deep three right here, gets a lucky bounce, and it's able to fall. When you're playing with 2 ball-dominant players like LeBron and Luka, even though LeBron has been playing a lot better off ball, it's super important that you're able to spot up on the wing, spot up in the corner, and hit threes. Here just gives it one more dribble, knocks it down. His 3-point shooting, while at 36.6 it's not elite or even great, he can have really hot streak games, always just one pass away from Luka or LeBron, which, like I said, it just helps his offense flow a ton. And coming off of screens, he's been able to do that as well, as he does right here off the Jackson Hayes screen, knocks down the triple. But with LeBron getting up in age and Luka having a bit of an injury-riddled past few seasons, he's going to have some nights where he has to do some scoring himself, and Austin Reaves is more than capable of doing that. In these highlights right here, you're seeing he had a 45-point explosion against the Pacers, and you can see how elite his handle is, which is really why I think he is one of the best scorers with the ball in his hands in terms of like self-creation in the league. His handles are amazing, and it's his best asset. I mean, he has it on a string almost. He never turns it over, it feels like, and he always makes these highlight plays. He's so good at getting downhill because of the angles he creates with his handle, and is able to dip his shoulder and do stuff like that. But just, he's been able to dazzle with his handles right here, going to work on Halliburton. Pretty good defense from Halliburton, but then able to just get some separation at the last second right there and score. being an on-ball scorer helps him a lot, especially because you can play him without Luka and without LeBron on the floor, which means you can give your two superstars rest. And I think that's what makes the Lakers so dangerous in the playoffs, is having this third option in Austin Reaves. He showed at times when both of those guys aren't playing, and even when AD was on the team and not playing, which was pretty rare this season, Austin Reaves was able to carry the load offensively and not be Luka or LeBron, but be a mini version of them in terms of just having the ball in his hands every play, it felt like, and still being able to run the offense to a lot of efficiency. And it's really helped them not only carve out a top 5 seed, but at times they've been the number 2 seed in the West. I think they're number 5 right now, but the West is just incredibly stacked, as you can see on that play right there. Able to just do whatever he wants to the Pacers defense, and Austin Reaves has been incredible as a main ball handler this season, and I think that. So if Austin Reaves can keep up this level of production right next to Luka and LeBron, and when those guys are missing in the lineup, keep up his same production really by himself with this team, you can see that this team has a legitimate shot at winning a championship. Now, the other surrounding pieces are always going to be the question with this Lakers team. Is there, bigs, are they good enough to play against Jokic and other guys? And they kind of prove they have been so far, but they haven't played against a team like OKC, the team that I think honestly is the championship favorites. They haven't played against the Celtics yet with a fully healthy squad. I think they were missing LeBron for that fourth quarter against the Celtics a few weeks ago. They did play against the Nuggets a few weeks ago healthy, and they beat them pretty soundly. But playoffs are a different animal. They haven't played the Thunder yet, and I think that's going to be the biggest challenge, like I just said. I think there's some teams that can give them a lot of problems, but we will see. I think this team, the furthest they can go, obviously, I think they can make the finals, but I don't think they are going to. I think their peak right now is probably the conference championship. They just have to get hot at the right time. They have to be healthy and whole, and hope that their big man play is enough for them to win a championship. Let me know what you think about Austin Reaves and how he has fit next to LeBron and Luka so far, and are the Lakers championship contenders even with their weak center lineup? I will see you guys next time. Peace.